Mr. Jha, the world leaders, including Ban Ki-moon and President Obama, many others have spoken, and they talked about the Middle East and the impact on the world of war there. How do you see issues like the war in Syria and the refugee crisis in Europe playing out?
Well, the Syrian crisis has been there for several years, since 2011, and the crisis seems has been deteriorated, with a lot of refugees moving to Europe, and it's a security issue for all neighboring countries of Syria, and for Europe, and also for other countries. And this has shown again the question of how to deal with issues such as Syria, and we have actually watched with concerns the lessons, examples, the lessons learned in the Libyan crisis, in the crisis in Iraq, and in Afghanistan. So now we have seen those serious issues, and takes joint efforts of the international community. So first of all countries, whether they are in the Middle East or in Europe or in North America and Asia, they should support inclusive political process in Syria and other countries with such serious problems as a result of the war and domestic chaos. And they should not support one group against another, and it should be kind of inclusive political process so that there can be reconciliation between different political forces. Secondly, there should be a support for economic development, because economic development is one of the root causes for a lot of problems, even for problems of peace and illegal immigration. Thirdly, there should be joint efforts to fight against terrorism. Terrorism is a common threat to all nations, and terrorism is terrorism, and there is no distinction between good terrorism or bad terrorism. And terrorism should be fought no matter what excuses they have for terrorist attacks. So that should unite all nations behind the fight against terrorism.
Mr. Jha Dong with the China Institute of International Studies, thank you.